Tasty. I don't know if I've ever felt that way about food. I've eaten some good food in my life. I don't know if anything has ever made me come close to feeling
I've
that.
had a couple pieces of sushi that that have translated to audible noises. Yeah,
But not that. Even on the inside, would you say you ever got there?
It's a lot of like, what the fuck? Like that's what
it's like confusing how good it is.
It's not confusing. It's like mad. Like I'm angry at how good it is. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Nothing else will ever be this good.
But how do you just cut a fish? That's it. You get done.
You look me in the eye and you explain to me exactly how you cut a fish.
I welcome back to How to Cut a Fish, the
I'm
only
curious.
podcast on the internet where we teach you how to paint your house.
For the blind.
The callback.
Yeah, who's listening from episode 1, you guys? Huh? You guys out there still? Please.
Oh, let us know.
Let us know in the comments if you're not bots.
Let us know in the comments where you live.
I want
Details.
Street address. If possible, send us an image of your street view from
Your
Google
social
Maps,
security
because I don't want to
card.
look it up.
I need not a picture from your phone. You need to go to the public library and scan your social security card.
I need you to go to the nearest Walgreens, go to the photo department. I need you to upload a photo of your social security card to the Walgreens. Leave it logged in when you leave.
And that's how we'll find you.
Print out a few wallet-size ones, and then give people those photos and say, "This is for your wallet, sir."
You have to tell them that it's for their wallet. Don't say, here, take this.
No. It's for your wallet.
This is for your wallet. Hide the other ones in your pocket so you only have one.
Do not break eye contact until they take it from you.
They will, because eye contact
What are they going to do, not? It's for your wallet.
It's for your wallet.
When's the last time someone was like, what can I put in your wallet right now? And
Name it.
You're going to say yes.
I'll put it in your wallet.
If it's going to my wallet, if it belongs there, it's probably a good thing.
I'll put it right in your wallet.
It's a cease and desist. Keep that with you.
At all times.
This is the number for your probation officer. I need you to keep it on you. Sick.
How you doing, Giulian?
I'm
Hi, welcome back.
Hi,
welcome back.
Oh, okay.
To.
I was confused. Where are we?
With I'm Ty.
And I'm Giulian.
I figured that we had to do it once for real. I don't think I was thinking about it, and I don't think any of them. We've never like said our names and who's who.
So it's very. They're probably just like, one of them's Ty
and the other one's Giulian.
We know that much. This is gonna be me the whole time.
See this. The beauty of this is that you just go like that.
Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
Don't. Careful. It's attached to a PVC pipe. Where are we going?
So let's start with something. I want to talk about something.
Get that a little lower.
I got something to say.
You gotta talk. You gotta get closer.
Then let me get closer.
There you go.
Is that okay?
That's good.
This whole thing was ruined until now?
I think so. Yeah, that's all unusable. No.
Sick.
No, we sound good.
Okay, so I don't know if I want to. Oh, you good?
Everything is broken. I broke everything.
I want to ask you a question, Ty.
I want to ask you a question too, but at a later time.
Let's start with this one then. That sounds about right. You ever pissed yourself?
For the audio listeners, because you're the only ones that exist.
Do you need a towel?
I spit all over the equipment. I spit iced tea. I spit tea. There's no fucking ice in it. Oh. I don't even want to answer. I just want you to keep telling your story.
Okay. So anyway, I got a story about luckily it's not that recently.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday. No. The only time do you consider peeing in the pool peeing yourself? Because to me it kind of feels like you are because you're still wearing pants. So there's that heat.
Okay.
that kind of like you don't ever feel normally.
I mean, I understand. Yes.
That feels a little bit like pissing yourself. And if that counts, then ungodly recently.
Is that but myself. Oh, but this story, this is not one of those times. This is not one of
those times. So, I am half Italian, and
humble brag.
My family is from Italy, so when I was young, I got to go see the ones that are still there.
How young? Young?
I was 6 or 7 years old.
Okay. I'm picturing it.
So I get to tell people.
You're cute.
You know it. So, in fact, now I know what the fucking picture is going to be for this one.
Just our baby pictures. I have one of me, 6 or 7.
Do you? Because I already have one edited for this of me. I think we should each get an episode where it's our baby picture.
All right. And now let's cut that out. And
yeah, that's fine.
And go.
I like to give myself notes. So anyway, so I'm like 6 or 7. So I get to tell people, like, oh, I went to Italy. But it's like, I might as well not have because I was 6 or 7.
Okay,
I have no memory of that at all. I've got like 3 vague memories. One of them is me eating a tuna sandwich on the beach with tuna and tomato.
I've got to say,
no mayonnaise because it's fresh, so it doesn't need it.
I have to say, that's not a beach food.
It's not, but it's a good memory. No, it's taunting the ocean. It's challenging.
No, I'm not saying you can't eat seafood.
You get too close to the waves, you see if it's going to grab you. Bring its boy back home.
Give me my boy.
No, there is something nice.
If you take a conch shell and you put it up to your ear, if you listen really closely, it says, "Give me back my boy."
Give me back my fucking kid.
Give me back my boy.
My boy. Where's my boy? They have my son, Hopper. So have you ever eaten seafood on the beach?
Yeah,
it's better. It's better because of the atmosphere.
I mean, if you're not like looking out onto the ocean as you eat seafood, it's not fresh. I promise you.
Sure. So yeah, I mean, not only is it better, that's not even what I mean. I just mean that, like the smell of the ocean nearby just makes it all a good experience. Anyway, that's why that's a good memory. You know what I was drinking, by the way? This is all tangent. You know what I was drinking?
A Brisk.
Close. That's what I'm drinking right now. Shout out sponsor.
That's why I said it. Shout out to Brisk.
I was drinking an Arizona
Brisk, baby.
iced tea in Italy, and I'm from Arizona.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that was like that is my good memory.
And then Italy. I peed myself, and I peed my.
So yeah, it was a really good sandwich, is what I was trying to say.
All right, well, there's still spit all over me.
I'm just kidding. Later in the trip, I got to go meet my cousins. My uncle had this huge fucking house, like especially for Italy, it was massive, in this big yard. And I got to meet my cousins for the first time that were like my age-ish.
Okay.
And I was really nervous, and of course I didn't speak their language, so they could say. But in Italy, they learn English. Like most other countries have to because it's so ubiquitous. That
but it's not LEO.
Yeah, it's not like it's not well spoken. No, it's garbage. It's like me trying to speak in any other language.
Okay,
you know what I mean? It's not good.
French, go.
Je m'appelle Giulian. Qu'est-ce que c'est? You know, I was actually really good at French. Like, I was one of the. I'll say this. I was one of the best in the class.
Oh, the class of.
Of what?
Of how many? How many people were in the class?
Oh, you're saying that I'm not good. I'm just better than a few people.
Small pond.
Sure.
Small pond.
There was a small pond.
All I'm saying.
Well, to be fair, no. I spoke to the other grades that did it too, and I was one of the only ones that she could actually like speak to. Like the other ones, she would speak to English outside of class, but to me, she'd always speak in French, because like I was actually able to respond. Certain people that you and I both know were not as good. I'm gonna be honest. So anyway, in Italy, I'm meeting my cousins, and they don't speak English, so I don't really get it. This is one of those weird things that one of them's kind of cute, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't have any memory of this. And it's weird that I think this happens a lot with people and their cousins. It's like you're just alike enough that your brain is like attracted to it.
It's like
But you don't know them as family because you haven't seen them very much.
I can't even ask you if you've watched a show because it's gonna spoil the show.
Oh. Is it an incest thing that's a twist in the show?
Not like it's not huge,
They're
but
cousins.
It's a part of it.
Yeah, okay. Like, well, how about even just Maybe and George Michael?
Okay, all right.
Now that is advanced. He is like obsessed with her.
Uh-huh.
And it actually happens. So that's like weird. Mm-hmm. That's like the extreme of what.
That's what.
But there's a reason that's probably what they're making
fun of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the fact that like that never gets talked about, but that definitely happens. Your cousin is like related to you enough that you can see them as attractive because we usually like things that we like about ourselves.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what we're trained to do to procreate, to make more of us. We're like, well, they look kind of like me, so this will work.
All right. Okay, yeah.
So that happens at a base level.
Limbic
and then
system shit.
You know them less than your classmates, most likely, if they're like a distant
cousins like that, yeah. Especially.
So that's why I'm saying that happens. I feel like it's like you're kind of.
I'll buy it for a penny. How about that?
It's kind of unavoidable. I feel.
Tell me the P.
So I don't know. At the time, I don't even remember who this girl is. I think that's who that there was.
Oh, so you're not even sure. You just remember.
I just think that's. I'm pretty sure that was part of the story. In some way, but I did. The only cousin I remember thinking was attractive was like 30. Like she was like an adult, and I thought she was like she looked like in the way a movie star is pretty. I was like, oh, she's so pretty. And then my fucking grandma was like, hey, did you know that Giulian thinks you're really hot? Like in front of everybody, and I was just like, why did you say that? Like, I was so embarrassed the whole rest of the thing. And that's what started that. Uh-huh. So then the next day, I'm hanging out at the house. And I'm like, God, I got to make a good impression on these cousins. Because they did not. The only thing they know about me is that apparently I think their mom is hot or whatever. You know what I mean? Or whoever it is. So we're playing hide and seek.
Classic cousin game.
I mean, considering we didn't speak English, they didn't speak English, it's one of the only things you could do.
What else? Rock, paper, scissors?
What is this? Is this a scissors in Italian? I don't. What?
No. So in Italian, the rock is scissors and the paper is scissors and the.
And this one's a big meatball. So yeah. Anyway, so we're playing hide and seek, and this happened to me a lot as a kid. I'm not a competitive person. I don't want to win.
Okay.
I usually in games like that, I always felt like I just had to do it, and so I felt trapped. Right. I felt like I have to do this now, and someone's gonna come find me, and I don't care if they come find me, but they want to come find me, and that scared the shit out of me.
They're looking for me.
They're literally doing everything they can to locate me, and attack me.
Remember that you're talking into the microphone and not the pop filter.
It's in the way. Anyway.
Oh.
So back to what I was saying. So playing fucking hide and seek, and essentially they kept getting closer, and they came by me a few times. I'm hiding under a staircase, and I don't know.
Dude, just
genuinely,
spot.
I don't know how they didn't see me. It's pretty obvious.
They're like walking up and down the stairs.
Yeah. No, it was like that. They kept coming right around me. And then I just got a little too scared. And I just started pissing myself. Because I got so...
What a bad time.
It's a very bad time. I'm in a foreign land. I have now soiled my only pants for the day.
You never want to piss yourself in a foreign land. What is your only pants for the day?
What is my currency's not going to work? I don't.
Where are you? Are you not at the house?
No, but that's not where we were staying.
Oh, okay.
At that point, I think that was like we had already like packed to leave or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was inconvenient.
These are your only pants for the day.
It was inconvenient, and to say the least. And my mom found me. She wasn't playing the game. But she's the one who found me. She's like so I don't know. It was like she knew. It was like some sensor went off.
Let's go back just a little bit to a timeline. So they're looking for you.
Yeah.
And you pee.
Yeah.
In your own pants.
Yeah.
And then you sit there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know what to do because I hadn't been found yet.
Yeah. You're committed to the game.
Well, yeah. What am I supposed to do? Break the rules?
What is it? What rules are you breaking if you...
Once you found a hiding spot, you're not supposed to move. You can't just switch it up.
You're not switching it up.
What you're deciding
you call
was...
the game. You're throwing in the white flag.
What was that hiding spot a winner? That's the question.
I mean...
Not can you hide. Was that the spot those first 30 seconds are crucial. If you don't get the right spot, you don't get to fucking move. You lose the game when they find you, bitch.
Yeah, but
this isn't an FPS.
I know, but
we're not crouching around corners.
So the game was just a small part of the day. You lost that day.
No. Once again, I'm not very competitive. I just like to follow the rules. So, yeah, no, I was still waiting there to be found, and instead my mom saw me because I think she was going around taking pictures of us playing probably, and she was like, she looks at me and she smiles and waves, and I'm just like,
and you're like, no,
frozen, and I'm just like,
no.
And so she was like, oh God,
you could see it in your eyes.
She knew something had gone horribly wrong, so she pulled me out of the game, and I didn't feel good about it,
like a good mother,
because now I'm being kind of carried off at what is too big of an age to still be carried, I believe. And everyone's just kind of having to watch, and I'm just like, well, here's hoping I never see them again. And I haven't seen them since.
Good on you. Good work,
so
man.
Everything worked out.
That was a happy ending to a pea pants story, which you don't always get. Sometimes most of the time you get serial killers.
There's still time.
So
yeah, don't go to Italy. You'll piss yourself.
I'll never go. All right. I don't know how much. This is just a small thought that I had. I was watching. I think it was a Hot Ones episode that Kristen Bell was on, and
I watched that one.
Every interview she's ever on, they find a way to talk about sloths, right? Because she loves that so much, and she cried the one time somebody showed her, so now everybody has to talk about it every time. Because maybe she'll cry on their show.
Yeah,
and that's a click. That's one click from your boy.
Hi, welcome back to One Click.
And so they talk about it, and she gives one of the reasons that she loves them is they're slow and lazy, and I'm like, you know what? That's a good reason to like them, because I think that we take for granted how slow sloths are. I'm sorry? I looked it up, and
miles per hour?
The fastest sloth, they can't even measure it in miles per hour.
We didn't have the time.
It's 3 meters in 1 minute. That's the record.
3 meters.
It's not like turtles always get shit. Turtles are but you could, when a turtle runs, they bolt out.
Oh, they run.
Turtles.
Have I shown you that video?
I don't
Type into YouTube right now. Type in Deja Vu turtle.
Deja Vu turtle. Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my. If you guys haven't seen that one, we'll look it up. That is my favorite video on the internet. That's literally my favorite video.
It's a good one
on the internet.
But sloths, on the other hand, they get shit there's jokes about them in movies for being slow and stuff. Yeah. They're actually that slow.
Yeah.
Imagine a sloth.
Oh God.
Running on the ground at 10 miles an hour. Right at you.
Just a dog speed.
Right, yeah. And they've
charging.
got those fucking claws.
Yeah.
And that's making a noise on the
Oh
ground.
No, it's skittering.
10 miles an hour, you'd shoot that thing so goddamn fast.
No, that's a monster.
You'd shoot every one of those.
Okay, this is fun. Can we play this game? Because there's a few animals that if you change just a little bit, if you put a rhino's body with any other animal's head, it's big and it's thick, and then put a chicken's head on that. You're not going to think that's majestic.
That's like a chimera. That's not modifying an aspect about a...
Okay, fine. Make any bug bigger. It's now terrifying.
Yeah, no.
Make any bug bigger.
If one ant was like 4 inches, dude.
Literally, we lucked out when it came to the animal kingdom because we got so lucky that the big bugs died. They're all stuck in the Amazon.
This
to-
just in,
to
the big bugs are dead.
To those Amazonians, I say good luck. I wish you the best. And Australians. Like, that's
Oh,
where you see, like, the
Jesus.
spiders the size of a car.
Dude.
And it's like, how did we
Those desert...
not finish them off?
Oh, fuck those spiders, dude. I know the spider. I know the spider that you're talking about. I can see the picture of the soldier holding it up. If you
David.
can kill a spider with a gun, it's too big.
That's right.
I mean, okay, well, let me...
If the spider
Amendment.
can kill you with a gun, it's too big.
It's too big.
Just this tarantula
The fucking Jeff Foxworthy.
using both of its mandibles to just pull the trigger.
It's taken a second. But it'll get there.
Thank God it's semi-automatic. Yeah, no, dude, nature is terrifying. So here's another travel story. I went to South America on a cruise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure what it was a Caribbean cruise, and then at one point it went like to
Dip it down.
somewhere in the mainland South America,
The Dimsdale dip it down.
just for a little bit, and then we get like for a day. You know, it was an excursion thing. It was like optional, and we went, and I remember running through the forest.
What?
We're-
Okay.
We're like
running?
yeah, because I'm being a kid.
Oh.
I was a child. I was
1 second. Go ahead.
same. I was like, oh, you know what? I must have been about the same age. It was probably around the same age. And I'm running through the jungle. Really, it's a jungle. It's not a forest.
Mm-hmm.
And my family's like on the path doing the tour, and I'm just like just outside of it. And I leap over this really big rock.
Okay.
Like huge, like this big stone, and I leap over it, and I don't know what possesses me to do this, but I look under it as I'm jumping, and the whole underside of the rock is a spider.
No.
Yeah, like it's probably 2 feet big.
2 feet. That's
It's like a small dog.
That's 1.5 feet too big.
And it's just, I mean, it didn't like.
That's a Harry Potter spider.
Yeah, it
Julie.
is. Now I'm a child at the time, so it's probably in reality,
Yeah.
but in like more like a foot big, but it's still like way
But
too
for
big.
you, it's proportionally.
Right.
That's a bit. That's
If you were to, if I were to go now, it'd probably be like a 2 foot size thing in my mind. I'd be like, Jesus Christ, like it's too big. And so I was like, fuck. Like I didn't say fuck. I said, what did I used to say back then? Frick. I said frick a lot. I'm probably
Really?
said frick. It might have been a little before frick.
I
What did I say before I cursed?
I remember
How do you
exactly
express
where
yourself?
I was the first time that I cursed.
You do?
Yeah.
Let's hear about it. That's pretty much the end of my story. I ran into a spider web while running away from that spider.
Oh, no.
So that
That's
really
even
set
worse.
me off. Yeah.
If a spider web touches you, then you're covered in spiders. Then there's a spider.
Yeah. Well, I was convinced that I had swallowed a spider because I've been
That's happened to me
screaming.
before.
I was screaming as I ran through the web, and it felt like the spider was in the middle, right where my head
Because
went.
they always are.
In the
they always
cartoons,
are.
they always are.
And you ran right through the spider web and ate it and fell into some quicksand.
Anyway, that's how I died the first time. Attempt number 2 is a little better. Then I went to Egypt.
Did you really?
No.
Oh, okay. You got me.
Oh, we can I say real quick? I want to hear about your story that you were going to say.
What story?
You were going to talk about how the first time you cursed.
Oh.
I want to say real quick. We went to a temple while we were there of South Americans, and it's one of those like it's like a pyramid made of steps. You know what I mean? Like it.
Like a Mayan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of those, and so it's got like 500 steps. It's like this huge ass thing, and it's amazing that they built it. And the tour guide is just like,
It's
yeah. So
amazing
this is a
that all
blank.
those slaves built it.
Yeah, well, kind of. He was just like, this was a pretty dark place. A lot of people died building this and being just around it, and he kept moving. And my dad
don't
looks
get
at
too
me.
close to it. is
My
what I'm
dad
saying.
was like a huge history nerd, and he's like, they used to cut people's heads off at the top of the stairs and then let them roll down all the way to the bottom.
Oh, you loved that, didn't you?
And I was just like, oh. And he's like, yeah, let's go. So then we like walked up those stairs, and I remember just being like,
Here, carry that.
I don't want that because I
carry
guess
that heavy shit with
I
you
guess
the rest
I
of your
now
life. Go ahead.
thought that at the top of the stairs they were going to cut my head off and let me roll back down.
At least you don't have to walk back down.
Hey, kind of a dad joke. You gonna remember how you sweared? You sweared.
I keep forgetting that's what I'm. It's. I mean, it's not like that. I just. It was the.
You brought it
God,
up.
it was Canyon Rim Elementary School.
Shout out.
Shout out one time. Alumni. I didn't graduate from there. I did not.
Do you graduate from elementary school?
Hey.
Is that a thing? You promote from middle school. I don't think you ever graduate elementary school, right? There's no ceremony.
What is middle school? What is elementary school?
I think that's until
5th grade.
5th grade, and then 6th through 8th is middle
And then
school.
8th. Wait, really? It's just 6, 7, 8?
Yeah, and then 9, 10, 11, 12 is high school. Freshman, sophomore.
What's
junior.
preschool?
Preschool is not
Just
it's
kindergarten?
0.
Oh. What's kindergarten?
Preschool is 0. Then kindergarten is K. So it's odd. It goes 0, K,
And then 1.
and then 1 through 12.
Not K0?
No, preschool, then kindergarten, then 1st grade.
How old are you in 1st grade?
5. 5 or 6, right?
I didn't really care about the answer to any of those questions that I asked.
Oh.
That's nothing on you.
We got there. I mean, happy to help.
No. Now I know exactly how old I was when.
Oh my god. Wait, you were 5?
No, I was probably first, second.
Is that right? I think you're 4 or 5.
I don't. I mean,
I can never remember because I'm at the end of the school year, so I don't know what that really
Mhm.
means.
I'm also towards.
Yeah, we have the same birth month.
Mhm.
So we're not in the example. So whatever age
Yeah.
we think of.
Younger?
No, we are the example. Whatever age we think of as that grade is mostly
okay,
that grade.
yeah, sure.
So it should be we
Okay.
are the example.
So 5th? 5?
Well, 5. I was 5 almost all 1st grade, I'm pretty sure.
So I was probably in 4th grade. 9? That's a little old.
Yeah, 9 is 4th grade.
That's too old to be the first time I cursed. Maybe 3rd.
I don't even know what my first time. Oh my god! I remember. Oh, I have a story for this.
All right.
Holy shit!
Mine, I was just on the like the football field, and I was alone, and I had never said it, and
Yeah.
I just said it, and I was like,
What word was it? Is it one you'd say
I think
now?
it was just it was fuck. It was just fuck. That was the big one. That was a big one back then. Like I said, like what, like there was something.
I can't even react without cursing. I'm so worried about having a kid because
I'm not. I don't care.
I'm
gonna curse around my kid.
really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be careful because I don't like.
And then
cursing
just
on
be
kids.
like, Sure. Yeah. No. But
because it's really annoying when like a teenager is like just not
Mm-hmm.
stop. Like I'm just like, oh, your dad must suck. Like
Ooh.
you know what I mean? That's
Okay.
usually what it is. Is
I
that they just don't give a
guess.
shit.
But that's how they
I think
learn
you
to
should
not
give a
use
shit.
it later. Is you're a shitty kid when you're a teenager, and then you become a person.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. Well, maybe I don't know. I don't think anyone can go the other way. I don't think you can just be a good kid and then one day, as an adult, you're just like, now I'm going to curse all the time because I'm free from the Mormon temple. Like that. Like there's pretty specific cases where you'd suddenly change that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I feel like if you're good, you're good, and then like you'll just be responsible. Like obviously, once they're like in high school, I'll be like, yeah, it's fine. Just like don't like just say it all the time. Like I had a problem just saying it all the time.
So what's your cursing story?
Okay, I don't remember exactly how it started. I must have been around the time that my friend explained sex to me before my mom did.
Okay.
Not because she was late necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that he found out and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna tell somebody,"
Mm-hmm.
and so he told me, and I was just like, it was one of the most underwhelming things in my life. I remember just being like, "Oh, okay," like.
What was it? Was it like full on birds and bees?
Yeah, he was like, so girls have this thing called a vagina.
All right.
We have this is our penis.
He takes it out.
And if you put them together as an adult, you like
Then you
like
make a
put something in them and they make a baby. And it was like, oh, okay, like I was
So
like
that's
that makes sense
so
that
like- so
that
he
piece
it was a
would have a
Spark Notes version.
counterpart. That just made sense to me. I was like, okay, because it's odd that like as a kid I remember like there was something different about me
There's
and my
some-
sister. You know what I mean? Like if we were having a bath together, like we don't look the same. So there must be some
Yeah.
reason that they're different.
Something's up here.
So that seemed very logical to me. That I was like, oh, where else were we gonna do with these things? They must have some purpose. What did you say?
I wanted to say something's fishy.
Oh, buddy.
That's why I didn't say it.
Well,
That's why I'm not gonna.
you're not gonna leave this in.
No.
You can cut this whole thing. I feel like it's dumb. Anyway, what was I trying to talk about?
The first time you cursed. Tell me about the first time you cursed.
I don't remember the first time I cursed, but I remember what it led to.
Oh, okay.
So
What?
let me explain. I started cursing just because
Your friend told you.
my friend told me a few of them, and I was like, those are kind of funny, and I started to kind of say them, and then my cousin Greg showed me Red versus Blue. So showed me Red versus Blue, and I loved it. I thought it was so funny, and they cursed way too much. Like it's very like looking back, it's childish, like how much they were cursing just to be shocking.
Yeah.
It's like
remember.
obnoxious. So anyway, I watched that, and that just like really picked up my language. I was still like religious at the time. I was still Catholic, and I was going through the steps to confirmation.
All right.
Which is where you're like officially documented part of the church.
Baptized
Like you have to
something.
baptize is first.
That's
Then
first.
You it's 4 steps.
Oh.
It's that. Then it's first communion,
Okay.
which is where you just take you learn the thing.
You
and
eat the
take
bread.
the bread and drink the wine,
The
which is
grape
usually
juice.
for kids. Or mine always did wine, but
Really?
like, they would let you just you
You
could like
sniff
do a
it.
symbol. I can't remember what you had to do, like put your hand up or something like that, and it was just like, I'm not gonna have any. Some kids were literally like, I want some. So
Yeah,
they would
because you're a
drink it.
kid and it's wine.
I didn't want it. I thought it was disgusting.
Dude, I'm drunk.
But it was
Dude,
church.
did
You
you
couldn't.
feel
They
the
weren't
wine?
like fucking around.
I did a
afterwards.
whole shot.
They were all awkward as hell. No, but like that's the first thing, and then you do that, and then the third step, and the last one's confirmation. The third step is confession,
Okay.
which is where you have to go to your first
Right.
confessional, which is a Catholic thing. I don't think a lot of other churches do confession.
Movies, I know. I get.
I'm sure you're familiar with it, but it's the most uncomfortable thing you'll ever do.
Wait, so you did all 4 steps? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I did it all.
Oh, I thought you were like.
So this is me. I'm going to talk about what happened in confession. So at this point, I had to be 9. I was probably 9.
Years.
Yeah, 9 or 10. And I had really started swearing, like
All
a
right.
lot.
You had to
Like,
think of it.
in school only. I wouldn't do it at home at all. But at school, because I was
Fucking
really, I was really like embarrassed about it. To be like, I didn't want my mom to know.
That's
like,
a weird
I didn't
thing.
want her to be disappointed in me.
Oh.
But I liked it. Like it was fun for me. So I
I
kept
wouldn't want to
doing
get in
it.
trouble. That's what I would be scared about.
No, I have a huge complex with disappointing my mom. I don't care about getting in trouble. I care that she's disappointed in me very much. So that would be exactly why I did that. But I got to the confession booth, and I was talking to my mom. I was like, I feel like I'm really good. I was like, my reasoning was this. I was like, I never get coal on Christmas. And
That's the cutest reason in the whole world, Julian.
and I never go to the principal's office.
I've never gotten coal on Christmas. I'm on the good boy list.
I don't want to break it down to you.
That's objective facts.
This hard, but where's the evidence? Is all I'm saying.
We can wait to this next Christmas if you want to be like sure, but right now I'm cruising at 100%. Mom,
Certified good boy over here.
don't do that.
And I have the title now, and it's gonna go great with my picture.
What?
Certified good boy.
Certified good boy. With an I, an O-I.
Good boy.
What?
What was I gonna say? Talking about being a
Confession,
good kid.
yeah.
Oh shit.
You never get coal.
That's right. So I was talking to her about like, what would I say? And she's like, have you done anything wrong? And I was like, I said a bad word. And she was like, oh, what word was it?
Of course
And I
she
was
asked what
like-
word it was.
I was like, I don't want to say it. And she's like, okay, that's a good answer, I guess. And she was like, Then yeah, just tell him you said a bad word. And I was
You
like,
don't want to
okay.
know. You don't, Mom. You don't want to know what
So
I said.
I was so ready. I was like, I'll just go in there. I'll just tell you I said a bad word, and he'll be like, okay, no worries.
50 Hail Marys.
That's what they do. They do give you an assignment afterwards. So I go in there, and that's all I had. I was like, there's really nothing else. I haven't cheated on any tests. I've been doing everything great. Killing it, really, in the kid game. And so I'm like...
In the kid game.
So...
Killing the kid game is also a good title.
I said a bad word, and he was like, oh, okay. What word was it?
He has to? Really?
Yeah. And I was like, because he's like, is it truly a bad word, or is it just something you said in vain?
I said son of a gun.
And so I said what my favorite bad word at the time, which was, I said bitch. And he was like, oh. He was like, okay. How often are you saying bad words?
You were ready. That was a curveball.
I was not ready for that. I did not think there would be any follow-up.
You just thought
And
you could lie to the priest.
I was so terrified because I was like, I'm going to have to I have to tell the truth. It's a priest.
Every time.
Am I supposed to lie to him? Am I supposed to just give a little white lie to the priest? Was that going to go over well for me?
That's what you were planning on doing. That's
No,
what you've done up to this point.
I hadn't lied.
You said, okay, all
I
right,
was
all
just,
right.
I was just
Okay.
saying I said a bad word.
That's a lie.
Why is that a lie?
Because it's misleading.
It's
it's
just not
purposefully,
specific.
I know, but it's on purpose. It's purposefully
obviously it's
misleading.
on purpose.
That's what makes it a lie.
But in my head, that's not a lie.
It's a lie.
As a kid, I would be like, no, this is just me
50 Hail Marys.
lying too. God.
Lying about your lying.
So I had
Give
to
me
tell him the truth, which was I say it every day. And he was like, every day? Is that the only word you're saying? And I was like, oh, fuck.
You said that.
Shit.
Fuck, you got me.
Penis. Damn it. Darn it.
Wait, what about that? You just said what? No.
No, those don't count. It's a Wednesday.
Why are you confessional on a Wednesday?
No cuss on Wednesday. It was during the week. It wasn't like during church. You'd have to go like to
like
a
an
separate
after-church
building just
activities?
for like. Oh.
Jeez, I just don't know how any of it works. Go ahead.
You're fine.
You'll make it through the rest of your
the
life.
worst highlights of my life.
However long it is, you'll make it.
I don't remember my childhood well, but I remember those.
Oh,
I remember going to those.
I have that too, man.
Anyway, so I'm like, oh, I say a bunch of them.
Okay.
And he's like, can you name them all?
Which ones?
And he made me name them all. So I started saying every bad word I could think of. So I was like, butt, ass,
Butt ass.
dick. There were certain words I wouldn't say. Like I wouldn't have, back then I would never have said pussy or
Fuck.
I said fuck. Yeah, fuck, shit,
Damn.
damn.
Oh,
Damn
that
was-
wasn't even.
I don't think of damn as that one was early. That one was ready to go. Because darn just doesn't feel.
Darn feels.
Darn feels like you're throwing paper in the wind. You know what I mean? You're doing nothing.
Darn.
You're just
Job throwing the check into the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how much punch Darn has.
So yeah,
Darn almost make things
I was
better.
given a hefty assignment because he was very disappointed in me. He made me feel like shit. He was like, "This is really bad. This is truly very bad.
Come on.
I'm surprised. Have you told your mom?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "I need you to tell your mom what you've been doing, and then I need you to do like it was like 50 Lord's prayers, which are the
Okay.
easy ones, and then like 30 Hail Marys." And I was
Was
like,
a Hail Mary the hard one? What's a
Hail Mary is the hard one to me. I could never remember it for some reason. It's actually really easy.
Hail Mary full of?
Do you want to do this right
I
now?
don't know what it is, and I don't know. Go.
I don't know if I could do it now, but it's not that long. But to me, it was it was painful. I couldn't get through it, and I was like, 30? It's gonna take me all night. But God, childhood's so weird. I can remember doing it. I did it because he told me to.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember like I'd get in trouble for things that I would get caught doing, not admit doing, and the only time I would admit it is after I got caught.
Right.
And then I would have to like write down a sentence 100 times or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't get
That probably works.
I did everything I could to make it like I would write one letter like just straight down like I like on every line the, and then whatever it is.
Interesting. To make it more fun?
Or to make it faster. Just to, I don't know. It
I don't
felt
think
like it was
that's
fast.
any faster.
I know.
It's just to trick yourself.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That says a lot
Felt
about
like
you,
I was
I
getting
feel
more
like.
done.
That's funny.
Let's
Just
take
to
a
make it feel...
let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
Let me think about it for a second.
That's
Yeah,
the
wrong. Rolling,
Sound.
speeding, lights, striking.
I hate being on set.
I love it. I
don't
miss
like
it.
being on set
It's
at
been
all.
too long.
I realized pretty quickly that I didn't want to do production. I
Really?
was like,
Dude, you did so well on Mixed Feelings. I think you
with
really made
the set design.
Yeah, everything.
That was fun. But like coming up with it, the pre-production part of that was my favorite part. Like conceptualizing what that was going to
But
be.
you don't want to be involved past that.
I would. I mean, if it was a small film like that, obviously I'd help out and do that part. But like as a job, I don't think I'd
No,
want to do
sure.
that. I would. I like pre and post.
I could work a camera every day.
Yeah.
And I'd love to.
Well,
My
as a
website
team, though,
is
it's good that we don't all like the same
yeah,
things.
No, definitely.
You know what I mean?
I think like we've all specialized a little bit.
Like pre-production is my favorite part, for no question.
I'd say production is my favorite part.
I would hope so, because that's what you end up doing
Yeah.
every time.
Camera stuff, and then I feel like Tim's done more directing than anything,
Yeah.
and editing. He's a good.
I was
really
gonna say
good
he's a
editor,
good
too.
post. That's where I like him the best.
That's where I like him.
I think he, because the editor is the final storyteller, right?
Yeah, no,
So
that they-
it is a big job. Like
If it's a thing that I wrote, I don't know how. I mean, I guess the director's always in there with the editor while it's going on in big productions and stuff like that. But like for like smaller ones where like a director will like shoot something and then just give it to an editor with the script, like how could you do that? Like how do you really care about it if you're not editing it afterwards? You know? Like, cause I couldn't not edit my own.
I don't think that means they don't care.
I think I don't know.
So wait, that's most directors though. Like a lot of directors in Hollywood
Don't like
hand it off.
I know, but like but they still sit there in the
just
editing
do it
room.
blind. I think there's something to be said about especially when you work with the same people over and
Yeah,
over.
it's true. I
And
guess
you just trust them. You're just like, I like what you do.
That you have the vision.
I want to see what you do
I
with it.
have.
And a lot of times they still have the final say where they can be like, this was not at all what I wanted.
I like giving people like for like less impactful things. I like giving footage to other people that I've shot to see what they do with it in editing and stuff. Because like you just like when I'm filming it. While I'm filming it, I have a particular vision for it, and then I do my best to replicate that in editing. And then, but somebody who hasn't had any of that prior stuff just gets the footage. I don't know that I'm as good with that.
Right. I think it's the same with being a screenwriter, because like you're handing a script over, and they're going to completely change what you wrote because it's their interpretation of your words. So just like the director, each step that hands it off, he's saying, I no longer can really influence this. I just hope that you know what you're doing.
Sure.
And that you can convey my message, because by the end his message is muddled, and he can only do the editor can only do so much with what he has.
Yeah.
So it might not be the message he's even trying to say. So you never know what that's going to look like by the end. It's a lot of filtering. So I think that's why I like working with you guys, and I haven't really had many good experiences working with others, is because I know you guys can do certain things.
Yeah.
So it's like I can rely on him to do that. I can literally, I know I can ask you to do certain things, and I know you can do it. Versus like when I would be paired up with people in class, and it'd just be like,
yeah, I guess it's
good luck. You're doing
acutely
this.
different.
Have you done this before? No. All right.
Oh,
This is kind of important.
First time. Oh,
There were-
great.
like in our student film, our editors, that was such an issue with that class that they literally were like, for the group film, you all make your own cuts, and you turn them in separately.
That's exactly what I want, though. That's what I want. It sucks that you have more work to do.
Yeah,
for sure.
No, but it was a good thing, because if you would we watched everybody's cut, which was agonizing, because you had to watch the same
footage.
thing.
Yeah, fuck. Or any of them like exactly the same, or no? That's an interesting. I'd love to. I've kind of like
some of them were pretty close, but a lot of them were just bad. So it was like, thank God that guy didn't actually get the job.
You know how Vanity Fair will do like videos where they'll like take like a specialist and something and ask them a bunch of questions about stuff. Like you see, like they make those like the
Yeah.
guy
The
breaking down
accent
the
guy.
accent stuff.
Yeah, he's great.
I want him to give like a bunch of editors like the same like footage, like good editors, like
Yeah.
well known, and then make like
Just give them pieces of
a
Gone
minute.
Girl and be like, just edit it your way.
No, like footage that was shot and don't really tell them what it's.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, just give them all the same piece of footage. And
Well, have
then
you
I'd
ever
like to
seen the
watch those
videos
all
that are
time.
like, it'll be like Breaking Bad, edited like
Oh
this,
yeah,
like
I-
The
I've
Office
seen
or something,
that. Mhm.
and they'll just completely change a lot of stuff, and it's amazing what you can do.
Yeah,
just with
no, it's-
simple
it's-
edit
it's
changes.
nuts.
You know what I mean? Just
Uh-huh.
even color grading and stuff like that.
Mhm.
God, I wish I could have gotten into that. That seems like a fun job.
I'm not like great at it, but I've learned the skills to get better, and the software is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like if you can like Resolve, if you can learn Blackmagic, because it's free, you can download it. Like they have like their most updated version. I don't think you can like edit 4K. That might be like the only limitation.
Uh-huh.
But it's
How do you? That's the thing. I don't know if this is even. This might be. So I want to talk about jobs
okay.
because I've been trying for a long time to figure out what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm in a weird place because I don't feel qualified based on my degree
Yeah.
to really do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's literally stating on an application like 2 to 3 years of experience, which out of college you'd never have.
Yep.
Or it'll say, you know,
Well,
proficient with blank, like a program or something that I've only used like once, and I'm just like I used SketchUp, which is a graphic design, not graphic design. It's more like an interior design
Yeah.
program, and I made a kitchen island for a class, and it looked cool, and I learned it all in a day to do it for the project. And I was happy.
Been there.
Yeah, right. And I was happy with how it came out because it was a
Oh my
pain
god,
in the
I'm done
ass.
with school.
I'm so glad.
Oh
dude.
my
It's
god,
over.
I see those back to school
But
commercials.
okay, let me get to that because
Okay, I'm sorry. Finish your story.
it seems like it's over, and yet I left and I don't feel good about what I
Yeah.
left with.
So we're going to Skillshare,
Yeah.
which is our sponsor for this week.
Wow. Skillshare, please take us. I actually really like you guys. But yeah, no. If a job says proficient with SketchUp, I'm going to be like, nope, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. And I would feel like a fraud to show up at work and be like, yeah, I don't actually know much.
That's why I look for a lot of like junior positions. Like
Yeah.
I'll never go for like manager or senior
Assistants.
positions. Yeah, assistants
Yeah.
Is also good because then there's a
can-
good chance, but there's a chance that I'll be better than the person who I'm working for, and then I'll
Oh,
just
okay.
over time show other
yeah,
people.
or
that.
even just that they can teach you a lot.
Yeah, that too.
potentially
Mhm.
while you're there, and then you can just transfer that skill over. Yeah, I know. So that's like kind of what I've been trying to figure out is like a lot of jobs that I think would be really fun are so specialized.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, one of the things I always wanted to do was Foley art.
Uh-huh.
That's a very
Yeah.
small percent. Like there's like
It really is.
100
You've
people or
gotta,
less
like-
that do that.
Like
for a living.
you have to like intern with somebody or
Yeah.
what's like it's like
Because the same companies get hired to do it because it's such a niche thing.
But what's it called? It's like a
Apprenticeship.
yeah. That's what you have to do, or else
And you
you're
know
not going to
what?
get
Apprenticeships
into that
are really hard to find in America.
Mhm.
In the UK, it's like a very common
I
thing.
think it's like a little bit more. It's in the. I might be wrong, but I've always seen it as or understood it as like internship plus. Like it, but it's just more common there.
Yeah, because that's what we do here. Is internships are the
Yeah,
are
but
the way
people-
a lot of unpaid internships
dude,
too.
that's bullshit. There's a
It's
lot
of them.
because it's you're not allowed to have an unpaid internship with or really an internship at all and use it as like a tryout for the job. Like
Right.
it can't be used that way. That can't be used to
Sure,
like judge
so
your
they can't
thing.
just usually hire
You
you
can
back.
hire somebody out of an internship, but I don't know. Like it can't be like
It can't
if
be a
you
trial.
do well, yeah, it can't be a trial.
It has to be like we were expecting it to end, but we actually like you
Yeah.
so much that now
That
we're
sort
going to
of
hire
thing.
you, and that's fine.
That should be what
But-
it's for, in my opinion.
But yeah, like how are you supposed to just pay your bills and take an unpaid internship? You know what I mean? Like you would ideally put a lot of effort into it, which means you can't be like working a second job.
Yeah, but I can't even look for. I'm like not looking at part-time stuff. Like I can't find it. It wouldn't be worth my time to find 2 part-time jobs where the hours work out. I need a full-time job.
Yeah, sure, of course. And full-time jobs are. I mean, I have a full-time job now, but it's seasonal. So like I need something afterwards, and it's hard. Those are almost always based on you need to be proficient enough in something to get this job.
I have something a little bit related to this.
Sure.
So for jobs, I'm still looking actively, applying like every day.
Yeah.
Whenever there's something new. So I get like notifications on my phone for like every site, like Indeed, ZipRecruiter, like everything that there is.
Yeah.
Monsterfucking.com. That's still up and running, by the way.
Monster fucking is still up?
Oh, dude, can you move out? Let me get at that computer.
That shit's hot.
And so those have like a good amount of like graphic design jobs is a big thing that they have. And if you can do graphic design, then there's like a good amount needed in Phoenix, but there's like
and it's usually like just doing their like their brochures and
but
like
that's
super simple graphic
it's really
design.
easy. But
and not fun. That's the thing is like you got to know that
there are some fun ones that like some marketing agencies seem like it would be like a good variation day to day. Like you're not doing the same boring stuff. You're working with other companies,
but
which I think
at the same
is cool.
time, it's more for you to take that time to get better at the skill.
I guess,
so that eventually you can do things more creatively. In my opinion.
But aside from that, because I'm scouring the internet, I'll also check Craigslist from time to time.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
And
you found some good ones.
Have
you noticed that
there are probably more that I could look for, but there was one that just got me good.
They're all just porn. Have you noticed?
Dude, there was one. It was like $17 an hour. It's like a full-time job. We really need you. And at the very last 2 lines, it's like adult content. Please be aware, it's adult content.
Yeah.
And dude, could you
porn.
edit porn from 9 to 5? Could you edit porn from 9 to 5?
That would be terrible.
God, that would be so terrible.
Oh, God, because you know what? You don't want to know what gets cut out. You got to see everything. You got to see the before and after.
I just thought about like watching a screen where it's nothing but that all day.
Matt used to watch this one website that's like porn outtakes.
Of course, that's a website. That's hilarious.
Yeah, right. But because like that footage goes somewhere,
I guess.
So a lot of the editors will just upload that in like. It's horrifying. You know what I mean? Because anything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
Oh Jesus!
Think of it that way.
Okay. Yep. And that's all I'm gonna think about it. Anyways.
So yeah, no, that's a terrible job. That's a terrible job for anybody.
Yeah. So I didn't take that one.
It's a terrible industry, but still.
Because like once you do that, I mean, I guess. If you don't put it on your resume, but I feel like it's definitely
why bother
harder to get hired for other things. Yeah,
that's terrible.
Anyways, so the categories on Craigslist are pretty broad. Like it's not made for like cinematographers to go on and look for jobs.
It's made for like
but
landscapers.
they have like creative sections and they have art sections and they have one for like film, TV, and
Yeah.
So I'm in
TV, radio.
but I check like all of them, and I think I was in the creative one because they have video jobs there, editor jobs, stuff like that. And there was one that said it was just one line. It was lowercase, and it said face painter, and then all caps it said needed. It said face painter needed.
Face painter needed.
Can anybody paint a face? Anybody, please.
What is he again? He needs to be a what? Face painter. How bad did you say we need
okay,
him. We need
all right,
we need
Jesus. All right.
Need.
And what? And then like there's like nothing in the body. It just says today.
Please.
Call me, please.
Please
call me.
Please.
And that made me laugh. Because who needs a face painter that bad?
Yeah, like what's the stakes? Hey kids, the face painting booth is down, so sorry.
Oh, there's nobody in line?
No one can do the free face painting for you today. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm not talking to anybody?
Ma'am. Ma'am, were you in line for the... No?
You're bothering other people in other lines to tell them that there's no I don't care. I wasn't...
Kids!
I'm getting a corn dog.
Kids, get out of the bounce house. I want to talk to you real quick. Everybody out. Everybody out.
I'm getting down on one knee.
Jeremy, if I have to come in there.
Put your hand on his shoulder.
Jeremy. Just because I'm your mom doesn't mean you have to listen to me too. Okay, everyone line up. I hope everyone's having a good time at Haley's birthday party.
Why'd you say Haley's like that?
Just want to let you know the face painters will not be here.
Oh, yeah, and you're all getting back to the bouncy house.
Okay.
Oh, everybody's back in the... Wow, I blinked, and that was...
No.
Jesus.
I was going to get my face painted. She wanted it. She was the only one who cared.
That's it.
She was in line.
Okay,
here it is. We're going to get a live snake in here.
What? A snake?
You ever played Jax?
Yes.
Okay, now do it with a snake.
We play Jax with the snake? I play Jax on the snake?
You try to pick up a snake real quick? Not easy.
You throw dice to distract it, and then you got to pick it up real quick.
It's half defanged. Do you know what that means?
Half of both fangs, or there's only one fang?
One of those is way worse than the other one. I wish you knew.
I think it's the one fang.
It's not.
Damn it.
Two, like just chopped in half, like right down the middle. So like
it's just leaking venom.
That's where the venom is. It's just like oozing out. And then it kind of gnaws on you until it breaks skin. And then gives you double venom.
I will go back to double venom.
So that's worse.
With Tom Hardy. And Tom Hardy.
I have several things to talk about, but I could save them.
Okay. How much is one Starbuck in USD?
One Starbuck? A Starbuck has got to be worth $4, right? 4 USD.
All right. I got to call somebody.
Fucking God, Paulie again with the bad investments.
Fucking IRS up my ass. 4, are you sure?
Does it work differently if you're using a credit card?
Is that Canadian USD?
Does Canada also have USD?
No.
That'd be so funny. This whole time, everyone's been messing it up.
CAD.
CAD. AutoCAD. Yeah, no, a Starbucks is expensive.
One star. It's average about $4.
Yeah.
It's $4 even? Or is it just $4?
It's probably like
that's just today.
$4.53.
Yeah, give it like a couple hours.
Just today. It fluctuates like crazy.
It
depends on the new menu items.
Coming out this month.
Dude, it's fall. So
Skin cake pops.
That's about to really bump up.
It's everything you love about cake pops. Now add skin.
Ooh, I'm not sure where you're adding it. There's a huge difference between balled up in the middle and wrapped around. Think about that.
It's everything you love about cake pops. Every single thing you love about a cake pop.
Plus skin. So does that mean that you... Okay, hold on. Does that mean you'd still love it?
I have no idea.
Because if it's everything you love...
How do you feel about
plus
skin?
anything, that doesn't mean you'll like it still. Because now that plus could be really bad.
Oh, God.
What if I said everything you love about a bacon double cheeseburger plus magma?
What? Where's the... Is it cooked with the...
Just dipped in there real quick.
Do I... Don't you dare let it harden. It goes...
You ever had a stuffed Rageous burger?
No?
It's like that.
You still said it's like that.
I can't give you any better explanation.
A stuffed Rageous burger?
That's actually a place.
Jesus.
It's just they stuff burgers.
Do you know what else is a place?
Okay.
Did you hear about the Garfield restaurant?
No.
Called Garfield Eats?
No. Is it just spaghetti?
They
Wait,
have
what is he
like
like?
pizza, lasagna,
Lasagna.
and they have coffee. And
That's it, really?
No, guess what the coffee is called? Because I think you might be able to do it.
Garfield's coffee.
No.
No, I'm asking. So it's
Oh,
Garfield's.
It's like I don't want to say
Is
what
it-
kind of coffee because it's too obvious there.
Okay.
But it's like a kind. It's like not just.
Oh, I don't know if I can guess anything.
Get this.
Marmaduke.
Had to take a second. Garfuccino.
Oh. Yes. The only right answer.
It's
The
Garfuccino.
only right answer. Thank God.
Oh,
Where can I get one?
New York or Montreal. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if
You're
that's
expanding that fast.
I think there's 2 or 3.
That sucks.
One of them's in Canada.
I don't like Garfield at all. I don't give a
I've
shit about
no.
Garfield.
The only thing I know about Garfield is what I learned in that Tim Robbins sketch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, I love that sketch. No, have you seen the movie?
Huh?
The
Garfield?
one with Bill Murray, the animated ones.
No.
Like they're like CGI.
Yeah, the
Oof.
half animated one.
Oof, 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 oof.
No, I haven't seen it.
No good.
Mm-mm.
No bueno.
Really?
Really?
That surprises me.
That surprises you?
Yeah.
That was his one regret in Zombieland.
Oh yeah.
Garfield,
funny.
baby. This is such a good line, and it should be. That was a train
Yeah.
wreck. Okay, so I gotta choose which story I want to tell you.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna tell you the one that just happened because it's really fresh in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is so uncomfortable what happened to me. So, Jen and I were at the mall.
When was this?
Oh, it was like last week. And she really wanted to go to, we were getting breakfast, and she wanted to go to Wildflower,
Okay.
which,
The
if you've never
bakery?
been there, it's kind of like a Panera Bread or one of those.
Didn't they take over somebody?
Paradise Bakery.
Oh, dude,
That
Paradise was so good.
it's Panera now.
What?
Panera bought Paradise.
Paradise was better.
Yeah, it was a little better. Their cookies were bomb.
Hashtag just Arizona things.
No, they just got. Oh shit! Actually, I don't know. I think they're at least in California
Hashtag.
because I've heard other celebrities talking about them. Hollywood,
Yeah, then
Hollywood types.
celebrities aren't allowed to come to Arizona.
like they would.
You know for a fact
Like they would.
that they're not
They'd
allowed.
set foot in Paradise Valley, and that's about it. Local humor. So anyway, I was in Wildflower
Okay.
at the mall, which was incredibly hard to find because it's not in the food court
They don't want you to.
and it's not outside the mall. It's just kind of like in where one of the stores would be,
They don't like to be looked for.
which is
Let's
the
just
worst.
say that.
Like the only thing that should be inside the mall that's like food is like Wetzel Pretzel, and then the food court.
So there's like the whole food court, and then like under the stairs is
In
Wildflower.
a utility closet in the back left,
Yeah.
there's a Wildflower Bakery. No, it's just like it is out of the way. Like it's really tucked away, and I'm like, they can't be doing good business. And they were packed up, full of. It was on. I think it was on a Sunday, so it was full of old white people. So we go up there. It takes us a while to order. We
I
finally
mean,
get
it's
it,
Sunday.
and we're walking, and I've got like 2 drink cups and a number, and I'm looking around for a spot, and I look up, and there's this little old lady, who's waving at me. And at first I ignore her because I don't know her. So I'm assuming she's actually waving at someone behind me or something, and I just keep walking. And then I notice that she's still looking directly at me. So I look up at her.
She's looking
and
right
she's
through
going
you.
like this. And I'm like, hi. And she's like, hi, come sit with me. And I'm like, oh, no, that's all right.
No.
And she's like, yes, come on, come sit with me.
Just come on.
She went from asking me to telling me, right? So I'm just like, I was so uncomfortable, but I didn't want to be rude. I have a bad
Yeah.
habit of that. So instead of leaving and going somewhere else, I sit down at the table next to her. And I'm like, we're good. We'll sit right here. Don't worry. We're right here. Because I'm like, maybe she just wants people nearby. And I'm just like, okay, that'll satisfy her. And she's like, sit here. What are you doing?
What is this?
What are you doing? Sit
How old
here."
and little?
She must be 80.
And little.
I'm Not as little as I'd like her to be. Let's put it that way. She's
I know exactly what you mean.
She's a weird size, and her hands are big, and she's terrifying. She's got that crazy old lady haircut where it's got like just chopped at the neckline and then like a cut across bangs.
Okay.
And she's just got like a crazy face.
It's in vogue.
And so it is. It kind of is. So then I'm sitting like pretty much next to her, like but facing the other way, and then Jenna's set back a little bit, facing me.
All right.
And like, because they're not directly next to each other tables. She's at like a booth on the side of us, facing like in the store. And so we eat and stuff. And for a while, she's just staring directly at Jenna, just like watching us. And
could anybody else? I have a question. Could anybody else see this lady? Or was it just you two?
I wanted to ask Jenna that so bad the whole time. I was like, you see her, right? But later on, Jenna told me, she was like, no, that whole time she was staring right at me and listening to us.
What the fuck?
Listening to us talk. So that was terrifying, right? Then eventually, I just kind of get over it. I feel bad because at first when I sat us down there, I had Jenna sit, and then I got up and went and got the drinks because I was so uncomfortable. Oh. So I'm like, I hope she's not bothering her right now. And I think she did end up saying something like, I wanted you to sit with me. Or something like that.
Trying to make her feel bad?
Like, she's trying to, like, still... I think she was like, well, if I can't get him, I can probably get her to do it. And Jenna was like, oh, that's okay. We're good. Thank you.
So, sorry, who are you?
So I swoop back in to save her, and I give her a drink, and we're just talking now. And I don't look over once. I keep my eyes locked on Jenna so that I can't.
I know.
Because I know that if I do, I'm going to get engaged. You know what I mean?
They're just waiting.
I can't acknowledge her at all. So I'm just talking to her and trying desperately to keep the conversation moving.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude, it's like she's breathing down my neck, dude. She's terrifying.
You can feel her eyes.
Then
they're soft.
Old lady comes by.
Another one? A different old
lady. And
it's the same old lady.
And she goes, hi. And she's like, oh, hello.
Oh, to the other lady.
Yeah.
I thought this different old lady said hi to you.
This lady's probably like 65. Like,
okay.
She's younger than her, but still old.
All right.
And she's like, hi. And she's like, sit with me. And she's like, oh, that's okay. I'm looking for my friend right now. She should be around here somewhere. She's like, there's room. Go get her.
Oh,
and come sit with me.
I was uncomfortable. Now I'm sad.
And she was like, oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it. And she walks away and goes and sits with her friend. And so Jenna was like, telling me later, she was like, damn it. I thought that was going to finally be someone to sit with her and she'd move on. No. So now a family comes over, and it's like two families.
Shut your fuck the mouth.
It's like 3 adults and like 4 kids. And they're sitting at this big combo table behind us. And she's like, come here. You can't set that up now. You can't set that up.
Continue.
So she's like, come here. And like the mom's like, I'm sorry? She's like, come sit with me. And she's like, oh, no, we're all together. It's a lot of us. And she's like, I'll squish into the corner.
My heart.
You all can come sit with me.
Oh, it stopped.
And she's like, oh, no, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're right here.
You weren't even the first.
No, I think it's been all day.
Oh.
So.
A fucking What Would You Do episode? There was cameras in
Right?
Would anybody
it felt like it had to be
old
scripted
lady?
because it was really... No, dude. It wasn't like this sad old lady. She's creepy. She's like straight out of a horror movie. Like, she looks like the grandma in The Visit with M. Night Shyamalan. So, then she starts trying to get the little boy to come over.
Ooh, what?
So, there's like a little boy who's probably like 4. Like, he's able to walk, but he's still really small.
Just kind of shitty in general?
Yeah, he's a little piece of shit. And he's like a little football. And so he is kind of just like running around.
Tumbling, if you will.
Yeah. Stumbling around, playing with his siblings or whatever. And she's like, come here. And so he kind of starts waddling over towards her. And the mom is now just like...
letting it happen.
Well, because... she's like there, so
right.
like
let's see what my stupid kid would do.
She's like gonna see. She's like, huh. It's like he gets like all the way up to the old lady, and she's like, high five. And she just sticks her hand up, and he's just like,
no.
and he turns around and walks away. And so then
stop it.
Then she never breaks eye contact with this kid or the back of his head, and is like, high five. No, you were supposed to give me a high five.
He's walking away.
Come here, give me a high five.
No, you don't understand.
Now he's standing by his mom, and the mom's like holding him now. Because, that mom thing where she's kind of like keeping her next to him.
Yeah.
And she's like still looking at him, and he's just like wide-eyed, just like, what the fuck is going on? And she's still just being like, you were supposed to high five.
Oh my God.
Come here.
Like, is it cute?
No.
Oh.
No, it's creepy. And so the mom's just like, he's good.
He's good.
He's fine.
Don't talk for him. There's a man's voice all of a sudden.
Give me the child.
Yeah, no, she was terrifying. And so then another, like a set of old people come by, and she tries them. Another couple about Jenna and I.
How long are you waiting there?
We're eating. It was like an hour that we were hanging out. And Jenna was eating so fucking slow. I wanted to leave so bad. And she's just like really taking her time. And because I was just like, let's do anything else. It was her birthday. That's right.
Yeah. Can we eat at home?
Let's move along. Birthday things. No, that was terrifying. Yeah. Like, so I left. A woman came by that worked there and was like, do you need anything? She's not eating. Oh. She doesn't have food or drinks or anything. She's
and there's
just
no sign that she ever had it.
I want to say there was like a balled up napkin. So maybe she'd eaten like hours ago. But she's been there forever.
She just keeps...
And so this lady...
just spitting into it. It's the same...
She builds it up after all that heavy breathing.
She doesn't like...
So this employee comes by and is like, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? And she's like, I'm doing fabulous. She's like, I'm having a great day. I hope you are too. She's like, yeah, I'm doing well. And she's like, okay, I'll see you. She's like, I'll see you tomorrow.
She said, I'll see you tomorrow?
So that lady fucking just lives there. You know what I mean?
No, she really, like, I'll see you tomorrow as in you're going to go home and I'm going to be right here. And I'll see you first thing tomorrow.
I'll shut down for a few hours and power back up when you're open. But that's what that's what it's happening. It's like she just goes there every day and tries to get people to engage with her. Now, think about that in the context of a Wes Anderson movie. Suddenly, it's cute. She goes every day because her husband died or something, and now she has nobody. And she just starts to strike up a conversation with somebody. And then one day, someone does.
Oh.
One day, she meets...
One day, a dog kills her.
One day, she strikes up a conversation with Jeff Goldblum. And they hit it off.
And God damn it.
And a quirky little romance starts. Him and the old lady. That's one of those things, though. Like, the whole time I was thinking, if this was an indie movie, like, you could make this cute. But it's not. And in real life...
Oh, man, I was sad pretty much the whole time. Like, I was nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen. And then once it became clear that it had already happened and it was just going to keep happening. I'm sad.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, I'm sad. I'm one sad.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I felt bad for like kind of laughing about it.
I just really like you're waiting there the whole hour and nobody sits there and she starts crying and nobody does anything. And then just a camera comes out and it's like, I'm John Quinones. What would you do? So why didn't you sit with this old lady?
You suck, huh?
So tell us why everybody's face is blurred because nobody wants to be the piece of shit that didn't sit with the nice old lady.
You can show mine. She's fucking
Everybody's
creepy.
face is blurred except the kid that didn't give her a high
Pick a less
five.
creepy woman next time. I'll sit with her. Because there's a scenario, because like Jenna used to be like very like that. Like she would be like, oh, a stranger wants to talk to me. I'll sit with them and talk. She was one of those fucking weirdos. After being with me and being like, I like hate everybody and I hate strangers. She's now more like paranoid about like random people.
I feel like that's what I'm more worried about is what like, I don't trust you.
I don't trust. Yeah,
That's
no.
it.
There's something inherently just like, what are you gonna do to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know
Like
what I
if
mean?
you if like I don't like I'll say this because maybe I'll get kidnapped with this information out there. But like if you can like if you like
5'12",
crack a joke, it, why'd you do that?
Big eyes.
um, the-
Hair. Lots of it.
it's everywhere. Oh God.
Outfit
Yes.
used.
Eyes 2.
Sex.
Who knows?
Pretty recently.
In the
That's
whole
what- that's what his face says.
in the box it says it's never kiss and tell. It's all like written in like
Never
0.6
kiss
font.
and tell. I'll use the ampersand to say so.
What was I saying?
Shit. Was it about the old lady still? That's gone.
I don't know. Well, should I start recording?